Signs that you may have bipolar 1 disorder. Y'all enjoyed the first one, so I'm back with another video. Number 1, you're getting less than 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night, but you feel incredible. If this happens for at least a week, it would qualify for a manic episode. However, if you experience the symptoms of mania for less than a week and you land in a psychiatric hospital, we go ahead and give you a diagnosis of bipolar 1 disorder, and that's because we want you to be safe, because mania can be quite dangerous. A person who's not in a manic episode who sleeps for 2 to 3 hours a night would normally be exhausted the next day. The only thing that would be on your mind is your bed and figuring out how you can just get through this day so we can go home and that we can get some sleep. However, when you're in a manic episode, you're not sleeping as much. Sometimes you're not sleeping throughout the night at all, but you don't miss a sleep. You have an overabundance of energy, you have racing thoughts, you have all these ideas, you often feel grandiose, and you really believe the things that you believe. So sometimes you'll see this invincibility come along with the lack of sleep. So I've had people tell me that when they were manic, they felt like they could run into the freeway and nothing would happen to them because they felt like they were invincible. Number 2, your speech becomes rapid. And this can be difficult to pick up in individuals who naturally talk fast. But even for the people who talk fast, your speech is going to be very rapid. It's going to be pressured. Sometimes the volume of how you talk is elevated. These are people that when you talk to them, it's hard to get a word in. Normally when we're talking, we have certain natural pauses in our sentences and people can interject naturally. But for somebody who's experiencing a manic episode, it's very difficult for them to slow down when they're talking. There's no space for you to interject and say what you have to say. If I notice that a patient's speech has picked up and it's pressured, it's very hard to have a conversation with them and they're talking about different things and they have all these ideas and they jump from one topic to the next. That's often a sign that somebody's in a manic episode. If not, they'll probably be in one soon. Number 3, experiencing hallucinations. Many people think of hallucinations within the context of schizophrenia or substance use, but people don't know that if you're bipolar, you can also have hallucinations. We normally see these hallucinations within the context of a manic episode. Sometimes when people experience mania, it also comes with hallucinations. And the difference between this and schizophrenia is that the hallucinations that you see within schizophrenia are normally always there. However, with bipolar 1 disorder, you only see these hallucinations in the context of a manic episode. When a person hasn't been sleeping, their speech is rapid, they feel grandiose, they feel invincible. To be experiencing hallucinations, which is a perceptual disturbance, and to be hearing things that aren't there, or to be seeing things that aren't there, or sometimes we have tactile hallucinations. This is when you may feel things that aren't there. So I might be feeling like there's bugs crawling in my arm, but there's no bugs crawling in my arm. But I'm telling the nurse, I'm telling the doctor, I feel like something is crawling in my arm. And these hallucinations are very real to you. And it's extremely scary. And that's why early intervention is key, because if we can provide somebody with an antipsychotic, the proper support, we can assist them and let them know that after a couple of days, they'll be fine. The psychosis should go away when the manic episode is done. That's the silver lining here. Once the mania fades away, the psychosis should also go away with it. Those are 3 signs. If y'all want more, let me know, and we can make a part 3.